Now we'll move into another part, and maybe this would be even the last concept that we talk about in the lives of entrepreneurs. And this is back to our topic that is personal development and the different facets of personal development. And so the question here is, what are some of the practical skills that you've applied for yourself in terms of personal development that would be useful for other creatives out there and other people generally watching out there who are working in this entrepreneurial lifestyle or career lines where there is a lot of uncertainties and there is almost forced growth. If you don't grow, you die in this space. So, what is that personal development tools that you put for you to ensure that you are continuously growing?
The AfroPreneur Podcast, a podcast for African entrepreneurs, presents inspiring, innovative, and disruptive entrepreneurs from Africa as they share their lessons, insights, and learnings from their unique entrepreneurial ventures. I'll be your host. My name is Ogweno Stephen. Let's roll.
So for me, the number one thing is I strive to learn more, or rather what I was doing. I usually have this thing in me that I want to do it better with each season, each year. What I did, how I used to do it last year, I want to do it better this year. Next year, I want to do it better than I was doing it this year. So there's that drive to be better. You see, like right now with fantasy, because I can say this is like the highest form of creative photography. If I was creating concepts in this manner, I want to create even better composites. That's why I was doing such composites. So next year I'll want to create better. If next year I create such composites, maybe I want to do even better and better and better. So that I have certain levels whereby I am the only person in the entire country or maybe even in Africa that can do a certain thing. So it's number one for me, it's striving to be better and to do better in my craft. Number two is time management. I have mastered the art of managing my time in so many ways. From the point that I wake up, from the moment that I wake up to the time that I sleep, I make sure that each hour has been accounted for. Even if I'm taking a nap in the afternoon or during the day, I know that this nap is necessary, for my personal growth and development. I'm not just sleeping because I have nothing to do. I'm sleeping. Maybe for me, when I sleep is when I have these concepts. You never can know. But you see, creatives, you also need rest. So if I've planned, let's say, maybe from a certain time, I'll take a nap. You see, that is just part of that. But the entire thing is now personal management. Then there's time management. No, that was time management. So managing your time very well. You make sure that at least in a day, you have done something that contributes towards your growth. Each day, do something that contributes towards your growth. Ile kidogo kidogo, ndo itajaza kibaba. So, in as much as, even if that thing is small, it doesn't have to be big. You don't have to do big things every day. It's the small things that, that matter. So let's say, for example, today I decide, let me email so and so brands. I've done my thing. Tomorrow I say, let me call so and so that maybe we could discuss on how we can do ABCD. Even if that thing that we are going to do won't be in the near future, but at least I have done something that I know in the future has been catered for by my today. So the small things that you do every day really matter, because one day you'll someone will give you a call and maybe request for a meeting or tell you, hey, I have this thing and I think that you're the only person who can do it. And perhaps that was from an email that you sent a year ago.
Yeah, I think I can pick it up from there and really emphasize on continuous learning as being the number one key for personal and even professional growth. Is if you stay the same, you're already losing. Even if you are at the top of your game and you stay the same at that top, you are losing because everybody else who's chasing behind you is catching up.
Yeah.
They are closing the gap. So you have to continuously be striving for better and higher and much more improved states of the self. So, and that primarily comes through a culture of continuous learning and continuous growth, which I think is a very, very key component to the personal development environment, and I think is something that a lot of entrepreneurs, creatives can really, really benefit from. You might be on top of your game today, but if you slow down, or even if you don't go back, you just stand still at the best of your game, people are closing in the gap, and that means that you are losing because the world is continuously spinning, and the only way to remain at the top is to continuously run.
It's like, if I might give an example, you see, there was a time I felt like maybe I was on top of my game in a certain aspect, let's say like lighting, an aspect of photography. So you'd think, no one can light better than I can. So it reaches a point you see, okay, people are catching up now. You see people have improved on their lighting skills. There's someone who is lighting, if not how you do, or maybe even better. Maybe you've used to gel your portraits. Now there's someone who's also gelling their portraits and has a certain aesthetic. Their aesthetic style is maybe similar to yours. So you strive to create or to do better. You did this yesterday, now do it better, do it better, do it better. So that now you're in a position whereby there's no one, it will take so many years or a large amount of time for someone to do what you're doing today. So don't be trapped in a comfort zone. Just strive to live beyond. Usiwejipata siku moja umefika ukasema now I'm okay. Now my skills, me, I'm at the top, I'm the best in what I'm doing. No, you just...
There is always the next mountain.
Exactly.
I know they say when you climb to the top of a mountain, winners look up and they see the next mountain and they start climbing again.
Yes.
So there is always the next big thing.
So honing your skills time and again is very important, and also learning something new. So you can hone the skills that you have and complement that with the learning something new. So if it's maybe you're doing photography, now you can learn, how do I shoot videos? How do I edit videos? What softwares should I be well versed with so that now I can be better maybe in videography? Like I was telling you, yes, I know how to shoot videos and to edit, and I know how to, how to edit the videos as well. But now I want to bring magic
in the videos.
You see. So that is like a high-end skill that now I'm incorporating in whatever I had, so that now I can be more marketable. Yes, and I can be what there's a name that we give to a monopoly, because I usually strive to be, whatever I'm doing, I strive to be a monopoly in that particular
monopolize the skill.
Yes. Yes.
I see. So coming back now into last thoughts or next steps. So in terms of last thoughts, is what are your next steps in your career as a creative photographer, videographer, director? So what does the next steps look like for you, and what would be your parting shot?
My next steps, as in what I would like to do in the near future. Film, of course. So directing movies, creating and directing movies. So that involves script writing, shooting the movies, like being a director of photography, that is DOP, or being the director of this movie. So basically it's just the filmmaking space, because that is the thing that, if you can remember me sharing with you, that from my experience in high school, so that is something that I'd want to explore.
That's like the next stage now.
So so for me the next stage is filmmaking and also directing advertisements and music videos, but mostly films and advertisements. These are the things that I want to specialize in.
I see. All right. So I think we are coming to a wrap up of this episode of the podcast, and my one key takeaway, or my biggest key takeaway, goes back to the simple statement that comparison is the thief of joy, and really embodying that will help us as creatives, as entrepreneurs, as visionaries, as a way to really move the needle forward, and as a way to really work on honing our personal skills and expertise. And with that, thank you very much for joining and for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Alright, thanks for listening, and that's a wrap for this episode. For more exciting episodes like this, don't forget to follow our podcast, the AfroPreneur Podcast, on all streaming sites, and visit our website at www.ogwenostephen.com. See you on the next one.